fuck. You know how you can, like, piece a bunch of shit to a movie together before you even watch it by a bunch of idiots that would film the movie, like, film glimpses of the fucking movie and then put it on YouTube? Yeah. So, in other words, I practically watched a chopped up version of Spider-Man No Way Home with a shit ton of spoilers, and I want to talk about it. I like it. Immediately, people are like, I thought you were gonna hate it." Like, no. My theory was wrong. My thought process was wrong about the movie. They were 3 Spider-Men. And yes, this will have spoilers. I am just going to say, this will have spoilers. I don't care if you're gonna get butthurt about it. I said it first and foremost. It's even in the title. So, you still watching this video after I said that there's spoilers, that's on you. So don't sit there and try to threaten to sue me because, you know, you're the one who was stupid. Alright, now...
Hey, Spider-Man! It was a bunch of guys tried to rob a store. The getaway driver must have been hopped up. Caused the whole wreck. Whoever caused this wreck is nearby. They need to find and stop them.
First things I want to say, though, is... I do want to talk about the things I kind of did not like. And then I'll talk about the things I liked. Things I didn't like. Them being too afraid to do something new with the fans. What do I mean by that? There was way too many references to the characters, and some of the characters felt very weak compared to how they were. Like the whole Norman Osborn saying the same quotes that he has said in, well, Spider-Man 1. I did not like it. It felt like you guys couldn't think of anything for him to say.
Assault in progress. Gotta stop them. Is this the mosh pit? Great. That's right.
Alright, real quick. Oh, there you are. There you go.
Love laying out bullies.
Alright, but no. It felt weird, okay? In the weird obsession with Dr. Otto Octavius with the palm of the sun, like the power of the sun on the palm of his hand, it felt weird that he was constantly quoting that. Like, anytime we mentioned his machine, that's what he would mention. And I'm like, what the fuck?
That's a hold up. Oh, it is on.
Like, if anyone's ever watched a movie, like, ever watched Spider-Man 2, his motive wasn't really to have the power of the sun in the palm of his hands. It was the fact that he wanted to prove that his machine worked and it was being tampered. Like, I mean, I could be wrong. I haven't watched... I haven't watched it in a while. But didn't he... But wasn't he driven insane by his arms and... He thought he was cheated out, so he decided to rebuild the machine to prove a point.
All units, armed robbery reported. Please respond.
Because he wanted to make a new form of energy.
Consumer etiquette.
There you go. Another thing I really did not like, but it's... I think... They only had 5 villains. They didn't... And... Like, you could technically count Venom, but Venom was only in end credits. Oh, he's not in the MC universe anymore. Like, he literally got out of it after the spell, so... But there's a drop of the symbiote, so that's something. But now here's the thing. Tom Holland should at least have one villain in there. And it could have been a variety. It could have been Prowler, it could have been Shocker, it could have been Vulture, it could have been Mysterio. They could have proved that Mysterio wasn't actually dead and he just faked his death. And that would have been something that Mysterio... That's something that Mysterio would actually do. Mysterio would fake his death. He has done it multiple different times.
Great.
There we go.
I love laying out bullies.
Like, for what it's worth, it is a movie that's worth seeing. It is. It really is. And I believe that you enjoy the hell out of it if you are a Spider-Man fan. I enjoyed it. I certainly did. Did I felt like that I was a little cheated out with villains? Kinda. Like, I did expect there to be 6 villains. Like, I think that was a little more important than having 3 Spider-Man on the screen. And, you know how I said that it would feel extremely cluttered to have them on there? It really didn't, for what it's worth. But it did felt like something. It didn't felt good, but it didn't felt bad either. What they were trying to do is, I think they were trying to validate Tom Holland's rendition of Spider-Man. They tried to pull the same thing that they did with Tim Drake in the comics in the 90s, because they had to validate him so people wouldn't hate him like they hated Jason Todd. And if you guys don't believe me, Spider-Man has actually been... Within 2 years...
They go together like cookies and milk. Gotta be honest, not a fan of Big Pharma.
Spider-Man has been rebooted.
Big Pharma.
I managed to keep them all on the roof, so yeah, you know, suck my ass.
Did keep these wannabe.
Alright, now let's open this up. One last thing I'm gonna say, and it's the reason why I don't like it. Peter's now supposed Uncle Ben scene, where Aunt May said, "With great power must also come with great responsibility." That one scene kind of defeated the purpose of Spider-Man. Explained why he was so irresponsible, but what happened when Uncle Ben died? Like, was Uncle Ben just his uncle? He had no actual relationship with him? It would explain why he wasn't mentioned, but it's like... Did Uncle Ben have any impact at all with Peter being a superhero? If he didn't, then that's kind of fucked, because then I don't know, it's weird to me that it's Aunt May's death that impacted him. And I think you're trying to give him a supposed Uncle Ben scene that would actually stick without it being Uncle Ben. But now, since they put that Uncle Ben scene in Spider-Man No Way Home, now Spider-Man Freshman Year is gonna feel extremely fucking weird. Because it's supposed to be an animated prequel for Spider-Man.
Need to find the people who caused this. They've still got to be nearby.
Like, it's gonna feel weird. Like, why did he become a superhero? Now we need to know his motivation. What was his original motivation of being a fucking superhero? Did he just thought it would be fun to be a superhero?
Gotta catch up. Hate to tell you this, guys, but I see a lot
Like, what the fuck? I get it. You want to give Peter that Uncle Ben scene. If you want to give him the Uncle Ben scene, give him the fucking Uncle Ben scene. Do that in Freshman Year. You could have done something where he was reminded about it through Aunt May's death, and it would still work. It would still explain why he is so irresponsible as Spider-Man, and why he's just now embracing his role. Now let's talk about the things I like. I like the chemistry of Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. All the scenes I've seen, they have great fucking chemistry, and I do believe that they probably have some plans for Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire in the future. Like, maybe it would be a TV show. I don't know. I don't see them ever doing Spider-Verse anymore after this. I think this is just for the sake of getting everyone to shut the fuck up about it. So I know they said they want to do it, and they want to do their time with it. But I kind of see why they did it at the same time. They want to validate Tom Holland. They want people to quit with the hate comments about the character, about him feeling like Miles Morales. And that probably explains why they got rid of the red and black color scheme on the suit. That's why the integrated suit has a blue tint to it where the black was. Because I think the original thought process was to not have it be in Spider-Verse. Okay. What I think is, it was originally not going to be a Spider-Verse film. The original thought process was, it wasn't going to be. They didn't want to make it a Spider-Verse film. But all the issues and comments about the movie drove them into making it that. That's why they changed the suit, because if you look at the concept suits, or the concept art for the integrated suit, it didn't have red fingers. It was red and black. Or red and black and gold. And, yeah, it still felt like a Miles Morales suit. Sorry, like me and a bunch of other people, we do not associate Peter Parker with red and We do not associate Peter Parker with a red and black costume. We associate him with red and blue.
These guys aren't trading baseball cards. Not good. You guys take the fuck. Hey guys, you got prescriptions for this stuff?
There we go. By the way, fuck you.
Want to be pushers in check. What's that feeling? Do I miss him? No.
But no, I do think the original plan was for it not to be a Spider-Verse film, but they changed it mid-line. Oh, people are probably wondering why am I using the classic Spider-Man suit during my gameplay. Well, funny you should say. I'm playing on a PS4, right? And I want a suit that has an impact through the story. And the only ones I have is this one, the Far From Home suit. Yada yada yada. I don't like this suit. I don't like the red and black. If it was red and blue, that would be a different story. I understand why they did red and black, but it doesn't mean I have to like it. I could have done this suit, but I use it way too much as it is. I'm cutting back. It's like an addiction, man. It's a fucking addiction. I could have done use this suit too, but, you know. I found a reason why I should use the classic suit. There was a final scene in the ending for the movie where they showed a sewing machine. Peter having a nap with, you know, like a little police scanner. But they showed a sewing machine with red and blue fabric. Then you see him walk out of his window, and you see the classic red and blue Spider-Man suit. Not pulled straight from the comics. They did do some creative liberties with the emblems specifically, and not with the eyes. The eyes you really can't fuck up. He has had every rendition of the fucking eyes see the fucking moon when it comes to the comic suits. But no. It is no longer any tech suits. Peter has finally earned his colors. It is the classic Spider-Man suit. And from what I was looking at, because you can only see certain images because it was fuzzed, the emblem they used on the chest piece looked like the 2002 Raimi emblem. Not the Spider-Man 2 Raimi emblem, the 2002 one. There is a difference.
This is what they call organized crime.
Oh, fuck. I'm fucking up here. I'm fucking up. It's because you... Fuck off! Now, You can go over here. I'm pressing the button.
End of the road.
Oh god, I feel bad. Oh, oh, that poor dude. Oh. No. It was the classic Spider-Man suit. Bright red and blue. And I am looking forward to see that suit in the MCU. It sucks that it seemed out of place. Okay, this is not a gripe. This is not even an issue that I have. Like, it just does feel out of place, and I'm not gonna sit there and hate upon it because of it, but, you know. It's too late to change Tom Holland's character. You can have him grow from it, but you can't truly change his character. You can't all of a sudden make him the badass Spider-Man that we all love. He already has his personalities and his quirks. He's the shy, nerdy kid who's super duper insecure and wants validation from every other hero. And is more than happy to show everyone his secret identity because he doesn't really care. Or was that the point? Was that the point? Was that the point of the movie of No Way Home? Was the point of the movie to fix Tom Holland's rendition of Spider-Man? Think about it for a second. Toby and Andrew are there. They're showing how badass they are. They're dropping off hints that they're their only heroes. Peter's realizing how powerful he is alone. Peter learns responsibility by why it's so important to hide his identity. I think the point of the film was to fix MCU Spidey. I think that's what was the point of the film. It wasn't to be a Spider-Verse film. It was to fix Peter's character. And I do mean fix.
Officers needed at Tribeca. Please copy.
A bunch of hard-earned MCU fans will even admit that Tom Holland's Spider-Man isn't comic accurate. Not by a long shot, not even to the Ultimate Comics. And now I feel like that at this moment, they're going to fix that for him. They're gonna put him into the track that he needs to be on. It sucks that they did get rid of his only family. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't get over the fact that you killed Aunt May. You killed her off, of all fucking people. Oh my god. Dude, that is not good. Did Marissa Tomei just did not like being Aunt May or some shit?
Try and guess how I feel about Tony. I love laying out bullies.
Like, seriously, why kill her off? She was one of the best things in the series. Is it because there was gonna be no point of her being around and Peter was in college? She's not an elderly lady, so Peter doesn't have to feel the need to take care of her. But it would still be nice that Peter still had that form of family that he needed. I don't know. It's...
You guys don't look like locksmiths.
I'm still even salty about Spider-Man PS4 killing off Aunt May. I just jammed his fucking head into a window like a fucking Chad. You dick.
Look at it this way. If I'd actually let you break in, you'd be going away for a lot longer.
But, no. I know they're going to kick off Spider-Man with new stories, and they're going to do a lot better. And they're going to probably put him as that loner that he needs to be. But now, here's the thing, though. And this is something that I hope they don't make a habit of. Don't make a habit of bringing back any more fucking Netflix characters. Personally, if you're gonna do Blade with an MCU character, like you're already doing Blade with a new MCU with, well, the person who played Copperhead in the Netflix series. So, at that point, don't do any more. I would say keep the Netflix series how it was. Or, hell, do it like a soft reboot. How I would do it is...
I love a happy ending.
Yeah, that's Charlie Cox's that is Charlie Cox as Daredevil, but it's not Daredevil from the Netflix series. That's what I think they need to do. It should not be the same Matthew Murdock. Play them off as being variants. I would say the way to do that is to fix or slash redo Charlie Cox's Daredevil uniform. And I do mean get rid of the Daredevil suit. I would say if you're gonna go for a more comic accurate universe now, I want to see a completely red Daredevil suit. And they're already gonna be adding Kingpin. We still don't know who the actor is. People are saying it's Vincent D'Onofrio, but I don't think so. But here's the weird part, though. I think Daredevil is too well known for being a lawyer. You guys need to hype up She-Hulk, because She-Hulk's a lawyer. Hell, She-Hulk was the lawyer of the Avengers. Not Daredevil. Spider-Man's lawyer was Daredevil. The Fantastic Four's lawyer was Daredevil.
Organized crime.
There we go.
End of the road.
Like, I really do hope to see no more of the Netflix series Daredevil, and I don't want to see John Berthal back as Punisher. I want to see someone who's more fitting for the role of Punisher. Yeah, I will be completely honest, I did like the series. I just didn't really like John Berthal wasn't perfect for the role. I'm sorry, he really wasn't. I can't picture the guy as a 6'2", man of few words, emotionless psychopath that is purely unstoppable. Which, that's what the Punisher is. He is purely unstoppable. The guy doesn't get... Okay, you don't see the guy make... You don't... I'm sorry. You don't see the guy get his ass handed to him by just petty thugs. You don't see his plans get fucked over, and then you see him getting the shit beaten out of him, and him dreaming about fucking his dead wife. Sorry, that's not Punisher! That's not Frank Castle! They took way too many liberties for that. And I should know the Punisher's the one character I know a lot about. Same as Spider-Man! I'm sorry, these are the characters I grew up with. John Berthal, what he reminds me of, and it pisses people off, he reminds me of a watered-down Wolverine. No, seriously, a watered-down Wolverine. I'm sorry if people get mad at me for saying it, but it's just facts. I'm sorry. I love Marvel, and I love it so much that I want to see the characters I read from the comics to be on screen. Does that mean for them to be 100% accurate? No, but they should at least hit the mark. It's just true. As long as they at least hit the fucking mark on the character. And they didn't with John Berthal, in my opinion. John Berthal's a good actor, but he's not fit for Punisher. I kind of don't ever want to see him as Punisher ever again. I mean, if you guys liked him as Punisher, that's fine. But I'll rant about the Punisher in another time. I still want to talk about Spider-Man No Way Home. I personally think that it's going to be setting up a whole new world for him. It's going to be setting up a whole new world for Spider-Man. Something less to do with Iron Man, something less to do with those characters. And I personally think that they're going to shy away from Iron Man for a long, long while. But I don't think they're going to keep Iron Man dead. I'm sorry, they're not gonna keep him dead, especially because they just literally open up the fucking multiverse. Think about it. A Tony Stark from a different world gets stranded in their world, and now he's the new Tony Stark. There's even talks about Retard Williams, Ironheart, having an AI Tony Stark. I'm sorry, her name is Retard Williams. I fucking hate Riri. I honestly believe her name, Riri, really means retarded. Sorry. She's a piece of shit character. She doesn't even deserve to be in the Marvel Universe anymore. Fucking kill her off. I'm begging you. That's like the one character. There is very few characters I would actually beg for the character to be killed off. Riri Williams is one of them. I do want to see War Machine as Iron Man, though. I do want to see Don Cheadle as Iron Man. He was in the comics. He was Iron Man in the comics, and he was even an Avenger at that time too. So it would make sense. Like, bring Iron Man's legacy to him being Iron Man. No one else. Spider-Man is not the next Iron Man. Spider-Man is now hitting up to the goals of being Spider-Man. He finally found his own path. Granted, it took a lot of bullshit, but he found his own path, and now I'm kind of, not gonna lie, I am kind of stoked for the next 3 films. I am kind of stoked for Tom Holland's 4th film, 5th film, and 6th film. And from looking at the hints at Spider-Man's 4th film might involve the symbiote. I got the gears turning, didn't I? I got those fucking gears turning! Fucking let's do it. Let's do it. And another thing. Stop with the superhero crossovers! No more! God fucking damn it, I'm tired. When I want to see a Spider-Man film, I want to see Spider-Man. Not like a shit ton of fucking side characters. Please, like, no more side characters. Like, it's okay to have a crossover once in a while, but you don't need to constantly shove it up our ass that he's in the MCU. We get it. Now he's an MCU character. Quit fucking us with it. Like, I think of crossovers like a dildo, alright? Some people like it inside of them, but, you know, people prefer the real thing. That came out wrong. Fuck. Why am I going by dildo logic? I don't know. I had an argument with some chick about dildos one day because I made a joke about Walmart selling sex toys. No, it's not a girl I'm dating. I'm not dating any females at this moment. I'm not dating anyone at this moment, so meh. But no, I honestly hope to see more of this story, and I hope to see more with the characters, and I do hope to see, like, I hope at this moment, like, there's certain suits they hit the mark with and just need to stay permanent. Like, don't change Spider-Man's suit anymore. Like, I would say you could have a bunch of side suits, but this should be the one suit that stays consistent. You could do, like, little edit details on it, maybe have, like, a side suit. But I don't care. I can guarantee a lot of people wouldn't mind getting multiple copies of the same costume for product and toy sales. And I will say the same thing for Sam Wilson's Captain America. Even though I don't like the fact that he's Captain America, I will say that's a pretty snazzy suit. Update the wings, though. Make them red. And now, I hope to see more of these characters. I do hope that they finally cut off a little bit with the characters a little bit, and like do some new things with the stories. Make it so his identity has to be hidden. No more him revealing his identity anymore. His identity is now secret again. Keep it like that. Like, sorry about that, my phone. Like, everyone would agree that should be how it is. It should no longer be... There should be no longer be any Iron Man Juniors. And yeah. After Spider-Man, after all this, and after this entire situation, I am seriously stoked of what they do, and I personally believe that this is going to be kicking off something glorious. And you can either be excited for it, or you can hate it. Personally, I'm going to be excited for it. And I can't wait until they do right by this character. That I know for a fact they will know. So, yeah. I just talked about Marvel Spider-Man. There was spoilers. If you stayed there and after I said that there was going to be spoilers, it was your fault. So don't get mad at me, and you know, I don't want to hear any people bitching because, you know, you at that point you picked to stay. So that's it. But yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And leave a like, leave a comment. You know the drill. Yada, yada, yada. Alright, peace.